Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to today's vlog. We're 12 days out right now. It's currently about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Woke up this morning, went and did fast cardio. Came home and ate around noon, and then I drank a Monster, so I'm feeling pretty good right now, to be honest. I'm on my way to the gym right now. A couple of good news things. First of all, this finally came in. My Inzer Forever Lever lifting belt. Apparently this is white. I don't know if you can tell, but it really looks like a light mint. Like, it just doesn't look white. And I had to wait 8 weeks for this. I ordered this about 8 weeks ago. It was close to early in prep, because if it's not black, they don't keep them on hand, and so they had to custom make it. So honestly, I like it. I'm not gonna complain or anything, but I'm excited that that's in, because I've been wanting one of those for a while now. And so yeah, got that. Got my intro workout right here. I'm headed to get an actual lift in. Got cardio out of the way. Now I'm going to get a lift in. Plans for the rest of the day. After the lift, going to get some groceries, need some stuff for the house, some food for this upcoming weeks. And then after that, going out to dinner with the family, going to a steakhouse. And I already pre-calculated in my macros for some food, so I might try to show you what all I get there. But I'm excited for that meal. I feel pretty good right now. And then after the intro workout carbs, I should be feeling pretty good. And then after that meal, we're eating at 6, so then I'm gonna push off the rest of my macros to like 9 or so. So that's the plan for now. I'm gonna head to the gym, get started. I think we have a push workout. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, let's go. So motivation for the gym lately hasn't been there, just because energy is so low most of the time that it feels like I really have to force myself in the gym. So I've found that after a Monster and also after some food is typically the best time for me to go, just because I feel the best then. So anytime that I feel even remotely like going to the gym, normally I send it, just because like right now I feel good, best I've felt all day. And so I'm gonna go work out now because I feel like it, and so this feeling is gonna fade at some point, so I really want to take advantage of it, try to get a good workout in. So that's what I'm doing now. Time to get some push workout. So let's get it. Alright guys, welcome back to another commentary. So lately in the commentaries I've kind of just been like talking about either prep or a certain topic, but today I think I'm actually going to talk about the workout, which I haven't done in a while. So first thing I did was decline barbell press. For whatever reason, didn't record it. So you're seeing me doing incline barbell press with 135. The goal is 6 to 9. I like to keep it, I like to shoot for like 6 or 7. It means that the weight's heavy enough. But on that set I got 9, and I probably could have gotten 10. So after that I actually went up 10 pounds. And then that was like right in the sweet spot, which, to be honest, this far into prep, 135 on incline, being able to do that much volume is pretty good. Moved on to some flat dumbbell press. The goal here is to go as low with the dumbbells as possible, and only being the third chest exercise, I just feel like by now my chest is fried, and so I only got like the bare minimum reps, and so there's 3 sets on that. This is kind of a longer clip, but we're doing some preacher curls, single arm preacher curls. This was the drop set, so I did 4 regular working sets and then I did a drop set. So one thing I like, if you guys ever do this, a single arm preacher curl drop set, do you do all one arm? So like you do your reps on your one arm, and then you drop the weight on your right arm, and then you drop the weight on your right arm, and then you drop the weight on your right arm? Or do you do right arm, left arm, drop the weight on right arm, drop the weight on left arm? Because the first time I did it, that's how I did it, but I started thinking maybe that isn't the best way, because then you're giving your bicep a rest time. So I think I liked it this way better, just because it's a lot harder. You really work the bicep a little bit more. So yeah, that was the first bicep exercise, 4th overall exercise. Arms are starting to lean out pretty good. This lighting isn't the best because there's like an open window right in front of it, so it's just a lot of concentrated sunlight. So yeah, I don't look that vascular in this, but in the next clip you'll see that the diet is doing me pretty well. So just finishing up, started getting pretty hard. I had to use my opposite hand to help pick that hand up, which, you know, is what it is. Force the reps if you got to. Make it work, make them grow. I can't wait to be back in a surplus. So here is just some standing bicep curls. Did rest pause sets, and I went ahead and showed you a few different angles just because I wanted to see what my arms looked like from different spots. This is probably the best my arms have ever looked. Not probably, this is the best my arms have ever looked, which is cool to see and everything. It was a pretty good shot. So on the rest pause sets, you do a set, rest for 10 seconds, do a set with the same weight, rest for 10 seconds, and then do another set. So this was like the first set, I think. Yeah, this was the first set, and then I'm pretty sure I switched angles. Yeah, so this was the first set again. So right arm's starting to get pretty vascular. So the first sets did, I think the target reps is between 10 and 15, so really want to push for a little bit more volume on the first reps, and then that way you're failing in like the 8 to 10 range on the second, and maybe like the 6 to 8 range on the third drop, which it's not an actual drop. So here I cut out the rest time, went right back into another set. I kept looking at the camera to make sure it was like centered right and everything. But yeah, big thing with these, like by now my form's starting to get bad. You can see I'm kind of rocking a little bit. There's the third set. But really just want to focus on the range of motion, so going down far enough and then coming up far enough, which I'm not doing a very good job of here just because it being third like rest pause set, I'm starting to feel some fatigue. So moving on, did some close grip bench. This is supposed to be for the triceps, but somebody give me advice, because like I feel like my close grip bench is not very good. Like I feel like maybe my form ain't the best, but I can't really feel it in my triceps. This is probably like one of the only exercises that I've never been able to like figure out, and it doesn't, like a lot of times I feel my chest taking over. I feel it kind of hurting my shoulders. But if I like, these were rest pause sets as well. So after the rest pause set, I could feel it in my triceps, but it's just different. It doesn't feel like it should feel, I guess, if that makes sense. So there was a second rest pause set. And then moving on to some overhead dumbbell press. I actually wasn't gonna put this clip in there just because it's like you can't see the dumbbell, but then I realized you can see it in the mirror, and so then I thought it was kind of cool. So there's that. Finishing up some intra workout, chugging it down because I only had one set left, and so I wanted to make sure it was all gone by then. Finish off with some dips. I don't particularly like the form on this because it's on this machine and I hate doing it on the machine, but by this time I was feeling like too much fatigue in my chest that I don't think I could have done it without the machine. So that's the only reason I did it with the machine. If it were the first thing or even the second or third thing, I would have been able to do it with just body weight, but you get what you get. All right, that's gonna end the commentary. Enjoy the rest of the vlog.
All right, unfortunately I didn't have any exercises to use the new belt for. I'm excited to get a feel for it and just like try out some exercises with it. But I'm on the way to the store now. Workout actually took a little bit longer than I thought it would, and so I gotta get to the store and get groceries because it's about 3:30 now. We're meeting for dinner at 6. I need to get a haircut and I still need to shower and everything. So I'm gonna try to make this quick and I kind of rushed myself now.
All right, I got a haircut. I got a half on the sides. With the way that it is right now, it should grow out just enough to where right before my show, probably the Wednesday or Thursday before my show, I'll get another haircut and it'll be like the perfect length all around for show day. All right, so that is the meal that I got last night. 10-ounce filet, baked sweet potato, and then asparagus with like no butter. Now on the sweet potato, I just put the cinnamon that they had on it. One thing that I don't like doing is going out to eat and getting something like a sweet potato, because at a restaurant, they're not all the same. I work at a restaurant and they're not all the same size. So the macros that they have on the website most likely isn't 100% accurate. So I overestimated just to play it safe. But a major key is if you're trying to like be social, it's possible. A lot of restaurants have a nutrition like chart on their website. So if you just go to the website, you can find all of that, and it's super convenient because then you can plan ahead. So what I did is I had that tracked in the morning, and then the rest of my day I was just eating the remaining macros. So that's super helpful with that. Had a check-in this morning with Justin. Carbs are at 115 now from 165, and protein is from 180 to 210. So that's only for 3 days, and then I have another check-in. Cardio did change, however, and instead of 10 minutes of sprints and 30 minutes of low intensity steady state, it's now 40 minutes of low intensity steady state 7 days a week. So I was originally planning on taking today off from cardio because I have an off day from the gym, so I was going to try to give my legs a chance to breathe, but plans changed. So back on the cardio grind, the Stairmaster grind, but it doesn't have to be fasted, I don't believe. So that means that I don't have to do it first thing in the morning, which is just brutal. Alright, I'm just gonna get some coffee for now, try to hold off on a meal for about another hour or so, because it's about 9, and so I don't want to, here, I better ask him. So I don't want to push, like, I don't really have that much food right now, so I'm not trying to use up all my stuff right away. So coffee time. All right, change of plans. So he does want cardio fasted if possible. So since I'm still fasted, I'm just gonna go ahead and go do some Stairmaster for 40 minutes. Probably pick up some Chick-fil-A afterwards. I'll show you what I get maybe, but just keeping it simple. Probably just gonna get some grilled chicken nuggets. All right, 40 minutes on the Stairmaster done. I feel terrible. My head hurts. I feel very like, I'm just ready to go eat something. I was gonna get Chick-fil-A for certain reasons, but the plans changed, so I'm not now. It's gotten to the point to where, like, right from the beginning, my legs just feel so weak, and so each step is very difficult. And like normally like the first 5 or 10 minutes is kind of hard, but once your like heart rate catches up and everything, it settles, it gets easier. But that hasn't been the case. It seems like I just can't like catch up to my heart rate. So I'm gonna go home, get something to eat, probably just some protein for now, maybe like 10 or 15 carbs, just to get some pushed. But I don't have the carbs to really be eating a big breakfast. So alright, made back to the house, shower and everything. I feel awful right now, but I normally do before the first meal. So I'm gonna get a meal in, try to get about 50 protein, 60 maybe, and then I'm gonna get some coffee and get some caffeine in. Hopefully it'll wake me up. Normally after that and after I push some water, I'll feel better, so I'll let you know what I get and also how I'm feeling after it. So lately, I've been drinking my coffee with stevia in it. Normally I just drink it black, but like adding the stevia helps with like the sugar craving. Stevia is 0 calories. It's supposed to be like a healthy alternative to 0 calorie Splenda or whatever. So I've been drinking it with the coffee. It's actually pretty good. Curves the sweet tooth. Alright, meal number 1. About 40 some grams of protein in egg whites, 1 whole egg, 2 slices of toast. Now the secret to the toast is this is 9 carbs each. Most toast is like 14 or 15, and the reason it is because it's so thin, so it's nothing special. It's just thinner bread, so you're getting less per slice, which is fine with me because it's kind of a mental thing. I still feel like I'm eating 2 slices. Alright, finished breakfast. It's about 11:30 now. Right now, I feel so much better. I feel like I just got hit with a burst of life, and I don't feel great. My headache's still here, so I'll probably take some ibuprofen for that. But my stomach's full. Drank a lot of water to help make me feel fuller. And now I'm just gonna chill for a while. Try to push off another meal in about 3 hours maybe, and then I'll get another 40 or 50 grams of protein in. But yeah, that's the life right now. Just make it from one meal to the next. Alright, so it's about 3:30 right now. I am actually having the exact same meal because it was so good. Couldn't stop thinking about it. And also the macros on it were pretty pretty good. So it kind of helped me stay full for about an hour or so, and then after that I wasn't very full from it. But after this I have about 90 grams of protein left and about 90 carbs and still about 20 fat. So I'm gonna, no, it'd be more, it's like 28 fat. So I'm gonna have some 96.4 beef in a little bit. By a little bit I mean probably 6 or 7 if I can hold off that long. But I'm trying to be careful because today is different than the rest of this, or the next couple days will be, because my intro workout is 50 carbs. So that's almost half of my daily intake right now. And therefore, since today's a rest day, I have about double the carbs to quote unquote eat as I will the rest of, like, continuing on. So I'm trying to keep that in mind, that way I don't get too overly excited about how much food I get, because it's going down tomorrow. I mean, technically it's not, but it'll feel like it. All right, so this is the hardest part right now. I don't have enough macros to get full, and if I do, I literally would have to use up 70% of my calories, and so then it'd leave me screwed for the rest of the day. So it's very hard to eat like 300 or 400 calories when it doesn't remotely fill me up, and then to go and do something knowing that I could eat more. Like, that level of discipline at this point is hard, because knowing that I could eat more even though I would be sabotaging myself for the rest of the day is kind of like attacking me. So I feel like the longer I push off the first meal, the better. If I can drink a lot, if I can keep my mind somewhere else, then I'm fine. But it's getting hard. One day down of low carb, and by low carb I mean like really low carb, and then I have 2 more days of low carb, and then after that I have a check-in. So it's possible that I'll have more, but it's also possible that carbs will start increasing because the check-in's Friday, peak week starts like Monday, I guess. So we can hope for the best. The goal right now is, like I've said, stepping on stage. It's the physique on stage. It's not this temporary pain. It is ultimately how we look on stage. So these last 11 days, now it's down to about 10. The focus is to push. The harder it gets, the harder we push. I want to go to bed because I'm so tired. But if I go to bed, then that means I have to get up and do 40 minutes of Stairmaster, like right away. So I don't want to go to bed for that reason, because I don't want to have to go to cardio. But at the same time, I've been having a hard time falling asleep because of the hunger. I lay in bed, the hunger is just overwhelming, and I can't keep my mind off of food. Like, that's where my mind goes. And so I just gotta get through these couple of days. It will be nice because my parents are taking their camper, the RV, to the show. Not to the show, but to St. Louis. So I'm going to bring a whole bunch of food, like stuff that I've been eating, stuff that I'm gonna want to eat after the show. So I'll bring some of that food, but also I should be able to bring enough food to where I don't have to go shopping a whole bunch. And also, since we'll be staying in a hotel, I won't have a way to make food, so it'll be nice having the camper, because then I can make my meals there if I need to. That way I don't have to fit my meals into Tupperware 3 days in advance. So that'd be nice. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I need to edit it ASAP. I'll probably do that tomorrow after cardio. I don't think I have the energy to do that right now. Like, I need to go to sleep. Utilizing caffeine right now a lot because it seems to be keeping me alive. Alright, goodbye. I'm going to bed.